Welcome back to science class with me, Mr. Fadil. In this unit, we are going to talk about water cycle. It's on your textbook, page 38 to 50. As we already know, water is important in our daily lives. We use water to wash our hands, to drink, to wash our things, and to do a lot of stuff. So, how does the water come to your house? Everything starts from what we call water cycle. So, what is water cycle? Water cycle is the movement of water from the earth and the sky and back to the earth again in a continuous way. Water cycle starts from the process of evaporation of seawater that gains heat from the sun. Then it changes to gas or water vapor. Evaporation is not only from the sea, but also from the lake, river, and even from the plants. The evaporation from plants is called transpiration. When the water vapor loses heat, it turns into cloud. We call it condensation. When the water gets heavier in the cloud, it will fall as rain. We call it precipitation. Some water will be absorbed into the soil. Some will go through the river and go back to the sea, and cycle will repeat again. Now, let's see. I have a question for you. Why clouds are rarely seen in the desert? It is because there is a little water in the desert that can evaporate to form water vapor and then condense to form clouds. Evaporation. When water in water bodies and the ground is heated by the sun, the water evaporates to form water vapor. The water vapor is carried by the movement of air up to the sky. Without evaporation, water will not become water vapor and the water cycle will not be able to go on. Condensation. Up in the sky, the water vapor in the air cools and condenses into water droplets. The water droplets gather to form clouds. Without condensation, clouds will not be formed and no rain will fall. The water vapor will remain in the air and water will not be able to return to the earth for the water cycle to repeat itself. Do you think water cycle is important to us? Obviously, yes. Imagine if there's no water cycle. All of the river will be dry. No water to water the plants and a lot of things will dry up. No water for everyone to drink and you are going to be very thirsty. That will be a real problem, right? Another function of water is for our digestive system. If there's no water, our digestive part like esophagus, stomach, intestine will not function well. Water also plays an important role in our circulatory system. Since our blood is also water, without water our body will not function. That's why we have to drink enough water daily. So there are two examples of how water is important for humans. The first one is for our digestive system and the second one is for our circulatory system. Do you think plants need water? Obviously, yes, plants also need water. The process of germination and growing of seed into young plant needs water. Without water, seed will not germinate into seedling and young plant. The process of photosynthesis also needs water. Without water, there would be no photosynthesis. And obviously, the result of photosynthesis must be transported using transport system of plant. So, xylem and phloem also need water to work. So, we can conclude that there are three uses of water for plants. The first one for germination and for growth. The second one for photosynthesis. And the third one for transporting substances. If we talk about water, lately, you might have known that there is pollution everywhere and it gets more serious in our environment, right? Of course, this pollution gives bad impact to our water on Earth. Rainwater can be collected and made safe for use. One of the ways of collecting rainwater is using drains. When harmful substances get into the drains, the water collected becomes polluted. In rivers, there is also a problem. In some places, people use water from rivers directly for drinking and washing. When the rivers get polluted, there is less clean water for us. Oh my God, what is happening? The oil from the ship is leaking and pollute the seawater, right? Water from the sea can be used for drinking if salt is removed from it. The sea also provides us with food such as fish and seaweed. When the sea is polluted by substances such as oil, animals and plants living in the sea may not be able to survive. This reduces our water sources as well as food resources. That's why it is also dangerous. So, there are three impacts of pollution for water on Earth. The first one is pollution on rainwater. The second one, pollution of rivers. And the third one, pollution of the sea. So, should we conserve or protect water? Of course, yes. Why? Because if we don't conserve water, we are going to run out clean water. How to conserve water? We can do 3R. 3R means reduce, reuse, and recycle. What is reduce? Reduce means we only use water for important things. If we don't use it anymore, you need to turn off the tap. So we are not wasting water. The second one is reuse. Reuse means we can use water for many purposes. For example, you wash vegetables with water and then the water can be used again for watering the plants. It means we don't waste water. And then the third one is recycle. Recycle means when you use water, you involve treating used water that has gone through a cleaning process so that it is suitable for reuse. Harmful substances are removed from it by using advanced technologies. So thank you so much for following my class. Please always be safe, hygiene, and healthy. Bye.